I need to preface this because I've only been in 2 relationships and was cheated on both times. At least the first time it happened, my ex had the dignity to tell me up front and then we broke up. This time it was different. For some backstory, there were some feelings of anger that were brought against me at the very beginning of the relationship from my own actions. At the time I had some friends of the opposite sex that I was Snapchatting, all very casual, nothing happened. However, I had held a streak with someone I had met from Tinder from like years ago. Nothing ever happened with this person and no conversations were held. However, she, obviously so, had a lot of displeasure with all this, and when she brought it to my attention that it made her upset, I stopped. However, I honestly didn't react in a way that I should have. Looking back, even though I had absolutely no intention with these people, I knew it was wrong to make my girlfriend, at the time, feel this way. Fast forward 4 months, 5 months into the relationship, and she went out with her friend one weekend while I was out of town, got blackout drunk, and some dude who she'd slept with before we were dating swiped up on her story, met them out, and she went home with him. I was never told about this until I found out about it 10 months later. I suspected she was cheating on me with someone else because she was texting some dude on our anniversary who I didn't know. But we went on vacation this past week and I just had this feeling something was going on with this guy. I asked her if she was cheating on me and she completely denied it, asked why I think that, how she wanted to spend her life with me, and all that stuff. Well, I went into her phone Saturday night, and I guess she panicked from my question and texted the guy who she actually cheated with, and I saw everything. The worst part was the texts to him and her friend who knew about it. It didn't even feel like she felt bad. It almost felt like they were making fun of me, and it was an FU to me. I kicked her out of our Airbnb, drove her to the nearest hotel, made her get a room, and that was that. What's terrible is throughout the relationship she constantly projected all of these allegations of cheating on me, talking about how terrible cheaters are, and how vile it is. Meanwhile, she held this secret in for most of our relationship. She always used to make jokes and say, "Oh well, Pisces are historic cheaters and men are trash." Meanwhile, she's been holding on to this lie the whole time. And the worst part is I don't even know if it happened more than once, or with other people. I say all this because reading those texts had to have been the most disgusted I've felt in my entire life. It literally made me sick to my stomach reading that and thinking of the idea that another man had been inside my girlfriend. While our relationship was definitely full of red flags and problems, I tried so hard to gain her trust and be a great boyfriend and do everything in my power to make her happy. I feel so betrayed. I was about to move states with her before this, and now I'm just sitting here typing this out as a broken mess. I mean, she had no intention of ever telling me. I can't even imagine how someone could put me through this for that amount of time, let alone lie to my face and plan to move in together and spend a life together. How long does it take to get better? I can't keep getting into relationships where I get cheated on. It's starting to destroy me emotionally, and I know I didn't used to be this way. Everyone always says it's not your fault, but I almost feel like if she wasn't upset over the Snapchat thing, she wouldn't have gone out and cheated. I feel like I just want to turn back time and try to fix whatever may have been wrong. While there were definitely problems, we did have good times. But her telling me she loved me and all these things to my face, meanwhile, she had cheated on me, just makes me feel so devastated. She said she wanted to tell me but felt so horrible about it and knew I had been cheated on before and didn't want to put me through the emotional turmoil. She didn't break up with me though, because I always said I wanted to just communicate and work through any problems we had. She broke down and cried and apologized and said she knew what she did was wrong, but she never came forward with it. When I dropped her at the hotel, she immediately blocked me on all social media platforms and unfollowed herself on my friends' Instagrams. I guess this is just a rant, but I just feel so broken. I don't even know what to do anymore. Any advice or stories of how those who have been cheated and lied to over time would be super helpful, and how you coped?